welcome. Today we are going to look at another Android in terms of your tutorials and things you can do with your phone. Specifically, this area right here. What are all these little apps, if you will, or settings or dots? Typically when you're in an Android and you scroll from the top down, you'll see this little menu. Scroll again, you'll see it more, and then as you scroll over, you may see some more, and you're like, gosh, what are all these things? How can I edit them? What do each of them do? So today we're going to dive in and take a look and let you know what these are.
When looking at the phone, we pull down from here, we pull down again, and then we can see a list of what they are. You'll see here you have dots. So what those dots indicate are pages. So you have 3 different pages with these particular icons on them. Now from here you can go and click it and it brings you right to your settings menu. So that's a shortcut. Instead of going up and then searching around for settings, you can simply scroll again. There's your settings button right there. Then you can edit these right here. So going through them, you have your Wi-Fi, you have your cellular data, you have your Bluetooth. This color indicates that they're on. These are off. Your auto rotate, you're ready for, which is like casting, but it's built into the Motorola specifically. Your flashlight, battery saver, airplane mode, do not disturb. Now we hit flashlight, you can see beyond the flashlight went on. We turn it around. There it is. Don't want to blind anyone. We turn it off. Auto rotate, so say we go into a page and we turn it like this and it's not going to rotate. Well, if we go back into this and put auto rotate on and we go back into that page, now when we turn it, it rotates. So that's a preference, and that's how most of these are. Just depends on how you want your phone set up. So you have do not disturb. So basically it puts it into a mode. Say you want to go into an area and be not disturbed by any notifications, any calls, any texts, nothing gets by. So if you're not getting any of that and folks are saying, hey, I just keep getting your voicemail, check to make sure that this is off. Another one that frequently happens is airplane mode. So with airplane mode, you won't be able to use the internet, email, Wi-Fi calling, or other apps that need a data connection unless you use Wi-Fi. So with that being on, it eliminates all those avenues unless you're on Wi-Fi. Your battery saver turns on dark theme, turns off or restricts background activity, some visual effects, and other features like Hey Google. So we go to the next screen because we have 3 down here. So when we go to the next one, we have a system update. When we click on it, it's going to let us know about the software update that's available. And then there's also this one here that popped up when I did it earlier. And then you have your location, your hotspot. So what a hotspot is, if you have an unlimited data plan and you have a hotspot attached to that plan, because not all plans do, then you're going to have this capability. Now most likely if you don't have it, you won't see this here. So when you hit the hotspot, it turns on the Wi-Fi within the phone to be able to power cellular-wise, data-wise, other devices that don't have a natural connection. So that's what hotspot is. If you're going to do that a lot, I recommend getting a jetpack or a dedicated hotspot, an actual device, because doing that too long with a phone can exhibit prolonged issues with the phone. Nightlight, so it basically turns it to a different hue for at nighttime, so it's not so strenuous on your eyes. You have screen record, so when we hit this, it's going to say start recording, and it's just letting you know that it's going to capture any sensitive information. If you're on your banking and you hit start recording, it's going to capture that. So it's just letting you know of that. But you can record the screen. Now that may come in handy because maybe you're trying to show someone something or to do something or what have you on their phone. Maybe they have the same one, and you want to record the screen of how you're doing it, and then you can send that to them. So you have NFC, which I left this open because I always forget what it stands for. It is Near Field Communication, and it's a set of communication protocols that enables communication between 2 electronic devices over a distance of 4 centimeters or less. NFC offers a low-speed connection through a simple setup that can be used to bootstrap more capable wireless connections. So lots of times you can pay with your device through NFC. That's an option there, and that can be turned off or on right through here. That's kind of a shortcut, if you will. When we hit dark theme, it kind of inverts the colors, puts them a little bit darker. Again, just a preference. So now your Gmail is going to look a little different. Your calendar will look different. When we go back into Google, that's most likely going to look different. Yeah, a little bit. It's darker up here. And of course, we can hit this square button, and then we go all the way over. You can also do a screenshot there and hit clear all. Now we go back to this. We can take dark theme off. There we go. Share feedback, nearby share. So similar to if your iPhone where you can airdrop, that's essentially the same thing. Third menu, invert colors. That's a little bit of a different one where it does it that way. It's interesting looking. So that's what that looks like. And you're not really going to mess up the device when you're kind of poking around. Just remember what you do touch and do something once at a time. So if you know that you hit that, you can go and hit it back. GIF maker, so you can make a GIF. So like a meme, a GIF, you can make those through here, which is cool. Data saver, it's basically going to help reduce data usage, prevent some apps from sending or receiving data in the background. An app you're currently using can access data but may do less frequently. So that's what data saver does. Now if you're on unlimited, you don't have to do that. Bedtime mode, let's see. So sleep better with bedtime mode. So silence your phone and change the screen to black and white at bedtime. So again, just different preferences and things you can do. You have focus mode. Screencast, actually, not screencast. Screencast is similar to Ready For, but screencast, you're mainly going to use it like, it's more familiar with Google. Wi-Fi TVs that you can cast the screen to if it's on the same Wi-Fi. Focus mode. This was cool to see in here. So focus mode, I did a video on focus modes for iPhone. Well, Motorola has this. Other Androids may start getting this as well. So you can choose a schedule and you can choose apps that only go off and alert you during your scheduled time. So if you want to set up a focus when you're at the gym, you can do that. Now, it doesn't look as advanced as the video we did in terms of iPhone and what you can do. So you have to select something first. So let's say, all right, and then set a schedule. All right, so you can't really name them. Let's do this. Maybe there's another screen as we go. All right, there's not. It just says schedule. Maybe we can change the name. I don't see anywhere to do that. Okay, well, so it's still there, which is cool to see, but it doesn't look like it's as detailed as Apple's is. But it is cool to see it there, and so you can choose different times that you want things to alert you and different times you don't. So if there's a certain time when you do go to the gym, you can create that, or when you're at work or when you're at home, you can do family mode, so this way the work stuff doesn't bother you, and vice versa. You can turn Facebook off when you go to work, etc. And that's in your digital well-being and parental controls. So back to the menu here, you have live caption. When you click on live caption, what it does is basically it reads out to you. So let's say it's supposed to read out to you what's on the screen. Now there's another way to get to that. So when I hit this button here, it's right there. So it turns it on or off. So doesn't look like, okay, captions appear when speech is detected. Okay. Which makes sense that it's not going to read to you what's on the screen, but it's live captions. So for instance, if we did a YouTube video, that's when it would appear. So now we're going to go here, Live captions are on. So you can see right here.
Today we are going to be looking at Apple Arcade. The first time I've seen it was with iOS 13. It actually came out September of 2019.
So that's pretty cool. Okay, so that makes more sense. Live captions based on speech that you're seeing. So as you can see, that's pretty good. Where maybe you're watching something that doesn't have captions. This can be a great tool to use if you're trying to be quiet, if you don't have things to listen to, but maybe you just kind of want to read as you're watching a video. I do that sometimes in the morning when I want to be quiet, but I don't have headphones on. So that's a great tool to be able to use, and that is called Live Caption. Storage brings you into your files area, and then how to turn off the live caption besides there is you also have it here. In case it gets turned on by accident, that's there. So you can temporarily clean up files. If you have a video that's open like that, you can hit the X button, but that's kind of your multitasking. So on some of the apps, it'll do that. That is all of these little things in here and what they do. Now, say you're like, I don't want all these on here. Well, that's great. You can customize it. We can hit edit. So now hold and drag to add. Well, we just have the one down there. We're going to take this. I'm going to take all these. Selfie. We didn't look at that one. We'll leave that one up there. We can move them down. We go back. And now it's a little bit cleaner. Selfie. Hey, there I am. Woo, look at that messy hair. And so you can take a picture like that. And there we go. So that is your selfie mode in terms of these buttons here. So any questions at all, drop it in the comments. Anything that I may have missed, anything that you may have picked up as you're going around the phone in terms of these areas up here and what you can do with them. As always, like, subscribe. We appreciate everyone.